Have you ever wondered why Mexico is not the USA? A thought-provoking question, isn't it? This video will embark on a journey of exploration. We'll delve into the historical, political, and economic factors that have shaped Mexico, a nation of vibrant culture and rich history. We'll comprehend how these factors have steered Mexico on a different course than its northern neighbor. So, are you ready for this enlightening expedition? Together, we will delve into the fascinating history of Mexico and understand what makes it unique. To understand why Mexico is not the USA, we need to rewind time and look at the origins of these two countries. Long before the arrival of Europeans, Mexico was home to a myriad of complex indigenous civilizations. The Olmecs, the Mayans, and the Aztecs, just to name a few, left indelible marks on the region with their advanced societies, intricate art, and monumental architecture. These cultures thrived in Mesoamerica for thousands of years, developing complex systems of governance, agriculture, and trade. Then, in the early 16th century, the Spanish arrived, led by the infamous conquistador Hernán Cortés. The Spanish, motivated by a desire for wealth and religious conversion, systematically dismantled these indigenous cultures and established the colony of New Spain. For nearly 300 years, New Spain was ruled under an iron fist, with the Spanish exploiting the land and its people for economic gain. Across the Atlantic, the story was unfolding a bit differently. In the 17th century, the British began colonizing the eastern seaboard of North America. Unlike the Spanish, who were primarily motivated by gold and God, the British settlers were often fleeing religious persecution and seeking a fresh start. They established colonies that were largely self-governing, and these colonies eventually banded together to form a new nation, the United States of America. The formation of these two nations was fundamentally different. In Mexico, the Spanish conquerors imposed their culture, religion, and governance on the indigenous people, creating a society marked by class divisions and inequality. In contrast, the United States was founded on the ideals of freedom, democracy, and equality, albeit imperfectly realized. So, the roots of Mexico and the United States are intertwined with their respective colonizers, Spain and Britain. The cultural, political, and economic legacies of these colonizers have profoundly shaped the destinies of Mexico and the United States, leading them down different paths. The different origins of these two countries set the stage for their divergent paths. When both nations gained independence, they faced different challenges. Emerging from the shackles of colonial rule, Mexico found itself in a tumultuous state. Political instability was the order of the day, with a revolving door of leaders trying to steer the ship. The country was embroiled in a constant tug-of-war between conservative and liberal factions, each vying for power and control. This political whirlwind resulted in not one, but two major revolutions within a century of independence, causing immense disruption and upheaval. While Mexico was grappling with its political identity, economic challenges were also on the horizon. The newly independent nation was burdened with a colossal debt from the War of Independence. The attempts to industrialize and modernize the country were hampered by a lack of infrastructure and capital. The agricultural sector, once the backbone of the economy, was severely affected by land reforms, causing a decline in production and a rise in rural poverty. Contrast this with the United States during the same period. The young nation was steadily growing, both economically and politically. The U.S. had the advantage of a stable federal system that allowed for a smooth transition of power. This political stability provided a conducive environment for economic growth. The American economy was on an upward trajectory, fueled by technological advancements and the exploitation of vast natural resources. The Industrial Revolution in the U.S. led to rapid urbanization and a boom in manufacturing. This economic prosperity was further bolstered by an influx of immigrants eager to partake in the so-called American dream. In essence, while Mexico was wrestling with political instability and economic struggles, the U.S. was experiencing a period of growth and stability. The distinct paths these two nations embarked upon following their independence significantly shaped their trajectories. These post-independence struggles had a significant impact on Mexico's development. This divergence in fortunes, stemming from the distinct challenges each country faced post-independence, offers a compelling explanation for why Mexico is not the USA. Economic factors have played a crucial role in shaping Mexico's trajectory. Firstly, let's take a look at the economic reforms. From the mid-80s to the 90s, Mexico underwent a series of economic reforms aimed at liberalizing the economy and promoting foreign investment. The country moved from a closed, state-led economy to an open market economy. These reforms, while necessary, were not without their challenges and have had mixed results. Now, onto the North American Free Trade Agreement, or NAFTA. Implemented in 1994, NAFTA eliminated most tariffs on goods traded between Mexico, the United States, and Canada. While it allowed Mexico access to a massive consumer market, it also led to job losses in certain sectors, such as agriculture, unable to compete with heavily subsidized U.S. farms. Mexico's economy has also been heavily reliant on oil exports. The country has vast oil reserves, and for many years, these reserves have been a significant source of revenue. However, the global shift towards renewable energy and fluctuating oil prices have made this reliance a risky strategy. Finally, we can't discuss Mexico's economy without mentioning corruption. Corruption has been a persistent problem in the country, affecting all levels of government and business. It not only hampers economic growth, but also discourages foreign investment and breeds inequality. The cost of corruption is high. It's estimated that it amounts to about 10% of Mexico's GDP annually. This is money that could be invested in education, healthcare, and infrastructure. Instead, it's lost to bribery, embezzlement, and other forms of corruption. In conclusion, while Mexico has made strides in liberalizing its economy and has significant potential, given its vast resources and strategic location, it has been held back by issues such as its reliance on oil, the effects of NAFTA, and widespread corruption. These economic factors have hindered Mexico's growth and development. In recent years, Mexico has made significant strides despite these challenges. Let's delve into the transformative journey that this vibrant country has been on. Mexico's economy, once heavily reliant on oil exports, has seen a shift towards manufacturing and services. This diversification has led to a more resilient economy, able to weather global economic storms. The country has become a hub for automotive and aerospace manufacturing, attracting international investment and fostering technological advancement. In terms of poverty reduction, the story is also promising. Through various social programs, Mexico has made considerable strides in reducing extreme poverty. A shining example is the Prospera program, which provides cash transfers to families in return for regular school attendance and health checkups. This initiative has successfully improved the living conditions of millions, providing them with a stepping stone out of poverty. An area that has seen remarkable progress is education. In the last couple of decades, Mexico has made significant investments in education, resulting in higher literacy rates and better school attendance. The country has also seen a surge in university enrollments, equipping its young population with the skills needed for a modern economy. Healthcare too has seen its fair share of improvements. The introduction of the Seguro Popular program in the early 2000s has expanded access to healthcare services for millions of Mexicans who were previously uninsured. This has led to better health outcomes and a decrease in health-related impoverishment. Yet Mexico's journey isn't all roses. Despite these advancements, it continues to grapple with crime and corruption. These issues pose significant obstacles to the country's development, undermining trust in institutions and deterring investment. Efforts to tackle these issues have been met with varying degrees of success. While Mexico has made progress, it continues to grapple with various challenges. As we've seen, the country has come a long way, but the road to prosperity is still fraught with obstacles. The journey is ongoing, but with resilience and determination, Mexico continues to march forward. So, why is Mexico not the USA? Well, our journey through history, economics, and politics has provided us some answers. Mexico, with its vibrant culture, hardworking populace, and rich geographical blessings, stands as its own distinct entity, separate from its northern neighbor. The origins of Mexico, marked by indigenous civilizations and Spanish conquest, laid a unique foundation that was vastly different from the early colonial experiences of the USA. Post-independence, Mexico grappled with a myriad of struggles, from civil wars to foreign invasions, shaping a turbulent political landscape. Then, we delved into the economic factors. Mexico's economy, though among the top 20 globally, has been marred by corruption and inequality. The abundance of natural resources and strategic geographical position have not been fully harnessed due to these challenges. In the present day, Mexico continues to wrestle with these issues. Yet it also thrives in its own ways. From its bustling cities to its tranquil beaches, from its rich traditions to its innovative industries, Mexico is a nation of resilience and potential. Each country's path is carved by a unique blend of historical, political, and economic factors. Mexico's journey is no exception. It's this complex tapestry that underscores the differences between Mexico and the USA. While Mexico and the USA share a border, they are two distinct nations with their own unique histories and challenges.